Believe it or not, $100 isn't really $100. In some states, $100 goes a lot further than $100 in other states. This is called relative buying power. And even though the US is one country, that $100 is more or less valuable depending on where you are. For instance, if you're on vacation or living in Hawaii, $100 would have the same relative buying power as having $84.39. But if you were in Mississippi, that same $100 has a relative buying power of $116.69. The cost of living adjustment plays a bigger role in where you are and how much you have. It's just cheaper to live in a place like Mississippi than in Hawaii. If you're wondering where buying power reaches parity, the closest states are Florida at $100.10 and Delaware at $99.90. If you're not in either of those two states, your $100 will either go further or not. This cost of living adjustment will also affect how much you get paid in each state. The same doctor job in different states won't get paid the same. If you make $200,000 as a surgeon in Ohio, you'd likely get paid $250,000 in California. Most things may be cheaper or more expensive, but the pay moves at a similar direction. Almost every job in Hawaii will pay you more than the same job in Mississippi. That means you can capitalize on some investments from state to state. If you think $160,000 for a house is cheap where you live, in Mississippi that's the median price for homes. If you're from a relatively wealthier state where your income is higher, you can invest in those homes. You'll have an advantage over residents of that poorer state because your dollar goes further. You can even arbitrage items from border to border. Maybe you're a pharmacist in New York and drugs and equipment are much cheaper in South Carolina. You can buy there locally and ship back home. Have you ever drove cross-country and see gas prices vary greatly? That's because relative buying power tries to equalize the price for residents. In reality, you're paying a different amount in your state compared to someone else in another with a different price. Differences in cost and differences in income. That's why some things are either cheaper or more expensive than where you live. So what are your thoughts? How much can $100 buy you in your state? Comment below. And as always, take care of your money.